Hey guys, how are you going? Today I'm just doing a little quick review on what it's like owning Temu trainers after a month, whether they're worth it or not, and what's the best way to purchase them, and what the quality and feel of them is like. I bought two pairs with the same sort of technique. What you do is you load the different trainers into your basket, and as time goes on you will get different offers on both of them, saying you can have however many percent off or vouchers with them, etc. And eventually you do get one that clicks and you can get them sort of 30, 50, 60, 70% off. Both of these were marked up around £23, £24 when I looked. They're size 12 UK, and I thought, okay, I will go for those. And I got the two for roughly £6.50 each using the vouchers. I've worn them for a month, and to be honest, you can feel the quality difference. Like there is although the soles look quite well done, there is a sort of lack of support. You notice it more in the arch than anything. There's no real sort of ankle support. Like the sides of the shoe are extremely flimsy. So although when you look at pictures of them, they might sort of look like they are plastic, however, they are just a very flimsy material where it sort of bends. So ankle wise, not much protection there. The colouring is really nice, it's very bold. Again, not much protection for rain or anything like that. The laces are fine, normal, standard, with a spare pair of laces given with the red ones I think I got. But overall, they look quite nice when they're on. They sort of, the vividness of the colour, especially for like the first while, is like a really nice feature of them. When you get sort of like jeans or whatever, they really sort of pop, but they just don't feel especially comfortable. Like on the inside, although you would expect it to be like a standard shoe, in the middle of these in particular, you start to feel like it's a weird shape. And that it doesn't offer as much support as you'd like. So sort of in that area around the middle. And so I think it's quite generically made, and one that hasn't fully thought out where the best area is to sort of reinforce underneath, whether or not they have to put more rubber or more plastic or some sort of structuring to sort of enforce the middle of the shoe. But you do notice areas of support that you get in standard trainers you may not get with these. The fit themselves are very good. You don't have any issues really getting your foot in. A lot of them come with like the sort of sock finishes, which are quite popular now, and everything is, as I say, very comfortable. The fit's fine. It's quite wide there as well, so there's a bit of stretch if you've got wider feet. I can go up to a 13 in some shoes, so this was a solid 12. So these sort of shoes are pretty common, especially when you'll see the side bits on Temu. I would say they're worth it, but you're probably only going to get a few months out of them at best before you get quite serious wear on the soles. And just any sort of discoloration, any marks are quite obvious. There's just a real lack of support, which is quite worrying. So I wouldn't recommend them for things like running or anything high intensity, which is going to work your ankles or anything like that. These ones I was really impressed with when I got them. I thought looks wise they look quite nice. I like the style of the soles, the shine on it. Again, it runs from the problem that although they look good, there is very, very little support, especially in the middle of your foot. So again, not really suitable for running. I think you could risk getting things like plantar fasciitis and different pulls and strains in your feet if you try to run with these for too long. They're comfortable to walk with. I wouldn't say massively long distances, but standard trips out, going to the shops, that sort of thing, they're fine. For £6.50 again, you can't fault it. You go to shops like Shoe Zone and you get shops that are sort of shoes that are uglier than this and probably not as well made, and you'd be looking at 3-4 times the price. Style wise, I like them. I think they're a bit different. They sort of stand out, same as the red ones. There's a nice mix of colours, mix of styles, and that's the one benefit of Temu. Things you just wouldn't think of as much, you can get quite commonly on there. I like the marbling on the front. I did, the main pull was the style of the soles, but whilst they are sort of semi-comfortable to wear, you notice in parts where your feet aren't getting the right support, and you do also get a bit of an ache in the ball of your foot by your sort of big toe area. So style wise, I would give them sort of 7-8 out of 10. They look pretty good new. Again, not much great if it rains. But other than that, it's a good looking shoe that will do the job if you end up sort of getting through shoes quite a lot, because soles go. I'm currently in the process of losing weight for an operation, so they've done sort of between them 5,000 to 10,000 steps a day for 30 days, and they're both sort of still in decent enough condition. And if you're sort of going out and you want to make an impression with an outfit, as one-offs they might be okay as a bit of a thing, but personally I don't think they're going to be like your go-to shoe for long-term sort of comfort or anything like that. But if you're on a budget and you need new shoes, and you sort of worried about going into debt to get some Nikes or some Adidas or whatever shoes you're into, these are worth it, I think. Just to like tide you over to something new. They give you a new style that maybe you haven't considered wearing. There's so many on there, so many various colours and all that. I'd say after a month they held up quite well. There's only a bit of sole wear, mainly more on there with the more sort of rubber bottoms. Overall though, I would say style wise, I'd give them both. It's difficult. I'd say probably the red ones, looking at maybe a 5 due to, if that was harder and more supportive, I'd say closer to a 7. Style wise on them, I'd give them sort of 7.5. From close up they can look a little sort of gaudy, but from a distance and stuff they're quite smart, especially with the shine on the bottom and everything. Comfort wise, I would say those are about a 6.5, and those are probably about a 6.5 as well. So they do you decent comfort. You can walk on nights out, or if you're going around the shops or anything like that. They are both fine with things like that. Longer term or anything more athletic, I wouldn't recommend them, because your feet aren't getting the right support and you could result getting in injuries or discomfort or disfigurement of the feet if you wear them sort of long term. Price wise, as I said, £6.50, free delivery. Normally you have to spend a minimum of 15 on Temu. You can sort of do £10 and they'll deliver depending on what offers you get. Definitely anything you like, put it in the basket and keep waiting whilst you get offers. You should get offers daily. Anything that you do buy, make sure that you go back on and do price adjustments. So anything you've bought can save you money on future purchases as well. So if you can get them down anywhere under sort of £7 mark, I'd say give the trainers a go. They should get you a couple of months, 3 months out of them with solid wear. But compared to what trainers cost, say like 30, 40, 50 quid for sort of better branded ones, but not even in the style that you'd like, I'd say that these aren't like a bad shout if you're on a budget, or if you just don't really want to spend money on branded footwear. So overall, I'd say Temu is worth having a look on. I've got other things from there over time, which I can do like mini reviews on or mini explanations, but I just thought I'd show a couple of the pairs of trainers that I bought solely because you don't see them out and about too much, and it gives you a bit of an idea, especially these ones look like they'd be better supported online, but they are, as you see, very floppy. Those ones are probably a bit more supportive in terms of how they're built, but both sort of similar comfort, decent styling, and well worth anywhere up to sort of £6-7. I hope this was a bit of help, bit of advice. Sometimes you're on the fence and don't trust getting things. Delivery, I've never had a problem from Temu. They use Every, and all the deliveries have sort of come on time. The only thing I'd say is anything that comes in a box, the boxes are going to be tatted. They are not looked after well in delivery. They get sort of past pillar and post and they're dented as hell. Anything like metal signs can have dents in as well. But overall, I hope this gives you a bit of an insight on what it's like to shop on there and the quality of the stuff that you can get. Better than you'd think, good value. Overall, I recommend giving this website a shot. Anyway, all the best. I'll sort of keep mixing up videos I do, trying to find what's comfortable and what suits me. Hopefully you enjoy and you want to hear a bit more things in the future of different things. Okay, many thanks for watching if you have, and I will catch you soon. Take care. Bye.